Hello, and this is Dustin DaHusky, and we'd like to talk about something different. So, we're all furries, or at least most of us listening in are all furries. And you have your friends, but you also want to get to know other people and whatnot, and you kind of want to gain some recognition for whatever reason. You want to gain recognition by not only your friends, but also those that you want to become friends as well. So you kiss ass. Yeah, often enough, the best way to try to get someone's attention is kiss ass. This strategy works, and it can also fall like a house of cards. Let me talk to you about that in a moment. So, recognition, that is a normal human want. That is a normal human need. I don't know if it's a part of Maslow's hierarchy of need. It's been so long since I've taken health class. You're looking at 10, 12 years ago. So, well, everyone wants a little bit of recognition. Some really, really like recognition. And others just would at least want to be noticed. Not for huge astronomical reasons. They just want to be noticed. They just don't want to be unknown. They would rather at least say, hey, you see that? That's such and such. Oh, cool. The idea of just being recognized just makes everyone feel kind of good. But the furry community is, much like others, it's going to always be lopsided. And what I mean that is that not everyone's going to get recognized. Oh, this is such a fair and equal community. I would like to think it's as fair and equal as it can be, but not always. And unfortunately, it actually kind of only benefits those that can take advantage of a situation, take advantage of certain skills or talents that other people find interesting. And unfortunately, not everyone is interesting. Even someone with as much knowledge as I am. To many others, I'm not so interesting. It's fine by me. At this point in time, in my time in the fandom, and in my current time right now, I can accept that. Yeah, totally fine with that. You know what? Those who are going to notice me or at least appreciate what I'm doing. And I appreciate that as well. But am I going to go and stick my neck as far out? Or if you're a man wolf, you're leggy. Can't forget the leggies. If you're going to stick out your leggy real far, someone might step on you. And boy, in this fandom, people will step on you. Dustin, how can you say that? We're all so fuzzy and friendly. Well, I don't know. 80% of the time, this fandom is absolutely incredible. And the other 20%, I'm not so sure. Because I see 20% of this fandom in what they're doing, and they're either doing it successfully, and it's obvious what they're doing, And you see that other small percent that are trying to get to that, and they're trying so hard. They're trying to tread water and they're still sinking, let's say that. They're not going anywhere, and they're not going anywhere fast. So, let's go back to ass kissing. Yeah, it's just, the whole ass. There we go. See? That's how you try to get recognition, is to find an ass and kiss it. Okay? You found your ass. Good. All right. So now you found someone. You want to find someone to piggyback on their notoriety, their recognition within a sphere. That sphere could be a small group, could be a city, could be an entire state's region, or it could be the entire state. Unless you are high of recognition that you are known around the world, but those people are few and far in between. Let's just understand that. So most cases, it's going to be state locals that you're going to try to at least get to know. People who kind of put themselves on a pedestal, high and lofty. You know what? Hey, I'm talking like this, but you know what? There once was a time where I used to be like, you! And it's okay, because you know what? I'll tell you a bit more about how I've been rolling through the waves these past 10 years. So, I'll get to that. So you want to kiss ass. Oh, yeah, you want to kiss ass. Oh. So then you find someone to kiss ass to. You're trying to get into a group that you obviously don't belong to, but you want to belong in it. You want to feel belonging. You want to feel recognized. You want to feel noticed. Okay. So you're going to kiss ass. It all depends on how much ass you want to kiss. Meaning, how much self-respect for yourself are you going to throw away just to get up a social ladder, up a few rungs? How far you want to go is how much ass you're willing to kiss. That's the truth about this. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. Unless you are genuinely are friends with people, you don't need to kiss ass. And even still, even if you are genuine people, you may have to kiss ass a bit to get to know someone. But if you've known someone from the beginning, it's not necessary, because you know what? You didn't need to. Everyone starts off small at some point, and they go up their own social rung in the more natural way. That's positive. That's encouraged. But often enough, no one seems to know what that really is. They want to get recognition the fast and dirty way. So you're going to have to throw away some of your self-respect to do things that would certainly get you recognition fast. And while really fast, you're doing it the fast way is maybe the least successful way, and very, very few people ever get to do that. Those that do have kissed so much ass, they're eating corn. Yeah. There was a time where in my group of friends, I'm not so much the ass kisser, because I've seen this all through high school. I've always hated it. However, there was a point in time where with some of my friends, I had a lightly ass kiss. Because I wanted to hang out with them, wanted to be around with them, and I thought, hey, do what I can just to kind of... It's not like I was disingenuous about getting to know them. I did want to get to know them genuinely on an actual level of wanting to be a good friend. But you also want to get up in their sphere of the world as well. So I played the damn dirty game I always hated. Kiss ass. But while I did that, I didn't kiss enough ass. Because I'm not... Yeah, I could put a bit of my self-respect. I could throw a little bit of it away, but I respect myself too much to kiss too much ass. Because I have way too much self-respect for myself to actually go out of my way for someone like that. Meaning to actually work for it. To actually work for to be noticed, to be recognized. I'm not going to go that far. At least I have my own limits. And you know what? Someone else in this circle was able to kiss more and more and more ass. And even the small amount of ass kissing I was doing, I already got ejected out into the stratosphere, into near-Earth orbit. I was no longer as much relevant because someone was able to kiss so much more ass that they ended up filling the voids of multiple people within a circle. While it was hard enough to get into said circle, it's a lot more harder to get back in. Often enough, it's one thing when you did something stupid, and you understand what you've done is stupid, and you got thrown out of a circle, well, that's one thing. But when you got thrown out of a circle for no known reason at all, you just got disposed of like yesterday's news, it's hard enough to get back in. You're very discouraged, and you're not convinced that you're going to go back in. Even with some amount of ass kissing, and there was genuine friendship involved, recognition still didn't save the day. It doesn't matter. You're still going to be tossed aside if you tried too hard. So what am I saying to you? What am I saying to you about not getting noticed? Well, no, not saying it like that. I'm trying to save as many of you out there to not put too much effort and put your neck too far out for others to try to get yourself noticed. You know what's one way to get yourself noticed? I've been saying this for years and people call me crazy and is to be yourself. Be only yourself. Yeah, seriously, that's literally what it is. It's just literally be yourself. I can't milk that part out any much more than I should or need to. Because if you become true to yourself and true to others to yourself, people are going to actually recognize the real you as a genuine person, as a genuine furry, and people are going to recognize that much better, much faster than trying to climb up a social rung that you know you can't climb up. And you actually climb up not someone else's social ladder. You're climbing up your own social ladder yourself just because you're not putting any forth effort towards it. Is that people start to appreciate and recognize the good-natured and what natural talents you have that you're only doing for yourself, for not clout, for not forced, elevated recognition, or for two words, one that furries are trying to eliminate, being popular, and the one word that furries are trying to elevate to replace it, popular. I don't know, they're both the same word. They will still mean the same thing in this fandom, even if people will stop saying popular. The recognition with popular is still going to ring the same bell. That ain't going to change anything. So, why am I telling this to you? I see a lot of people wasting their time trying to befriend people that they obviously don't care about. I'm meaning the people trying to befriend people in another group, in another social hierarchy that they want to see themselves in. And they think they're part of the club, but when you're the only one trying to reach them and they don't ever try to reach you, who are you actually helping? You're not really helping yourself, and they frankly probably don't care at all. Friendships should go both ways. You should not only reach out to people, but people should also reach out back to you. That's just natural in a ordinary friendship. And you have to ask yourself, if people who you're trying to get to know barely make time in their day to say hello and try to create as much conversation back to you, they don't have enough time, perhaps, to get to know you. Often enough, they don't have enough time to respond to as many messages as they could, or they have their own friends. They don't need to look further out beyond that. Some people are that shallow enough to where they don't care about making more friends than they need to. They have what they have. They don't need to look out. Yeah, they can have people come to them, but they're more of an acquaintance. Real friends really begin when you just become yourself and you get to know someone the ordinary way. As mentioned in another video, don't go too far out of your own way for those that may not ever really notice you. But those locally around you may actually notice and appreciate you more than you realize. And often enough, those are the people in furs, or both, or all of the above. Those are the people you really need to focus on and just be yourself. The recognition, especially online, Twitter is a bad example where you see all this, which I don't really see it. Some people have. I've seen it in person, and I'll talk about that in another video. Oh boy. There's going to be a lot of... Now, there's not ass kissing. There's going to be a lot of ass ripping, because you know what? As you can tell, I give no fucks when it comes to these kind of subjects. I will speak my mind, because a lot of people are apparently too afraid to do that. Without going too far into the extreme, I have my limits, but I still like to talk about stuff that no one likes to talk about. Because you know what? They're afraid of calling themselves out. Or calling out their groups out. Because let's be honest, a lot of these people kind of know what they're doing. It's not hidden. They actively do know what they're doing. And those that can actually do that know it and then still get away with it. They made it big. But there are very, very few people that can accomplish such things. Most cases, those that try to gain recognition are doing it for the wrong effort, for the wrong reason. And often enough, that effort will be stripped away in their 15 minutes of fame. And all that effort they spent so long has been wasted. And that, my friends, would like to have you guys avoid. I quickly learned that right away. So, you have some form of natural talents that you like to show the world, do it. Be yourself, show what you can do, and people will immediately recognize you. And it's not just the recognition that I've been trash talking. Recognition is good. Everyone could use recognition. It's the way how you try to obtain recognition. Don't put effort into anything that is physicalness. No. Something that is not physically owned or felt. It's only something that can only be gained, and only through the respect of other people. It's much like being popular. It's not a trophy you get at the end of the day. It's only something that people give you. And often enough, many people that try to chase after this mystical thing, this mystery fluid of recognition, popularity, It's something that is not a physical reward that everyone gets to see. It's certainly earned, but a lot of people earn it for really selfish reasons. You should earn it in the natural way that will make you proud, make you feel happy, and will make others well appreciate what you're not willing to do, but you're able to do without showing that you're putting far too much effort into something that obviously people can smell from 10 miles away of, oh yeah, that guy, yeah, he's a wannabe. If you're an artist, if you're a writer, if you are a fursuit performer, if you're a storyteller, if you're anything that you know what you have and what it takes to be those things and have pride in doing those things, you out there have already what it takes to be recognized in a more, let's say, in a less damaging way to your personality. Because I've seen recognition totally destroy absolutely perfect people in this fandom for those wrong reasons. And to this day, they've turned into the worst assholes I've ever seen. And back long ago, they were as genuine as I was. Innocent. Innocent in the sense that they weren't looking for this stuff. They may have been looking for it, but they didn't want it. But when you force yourself into a role, you may end up be changing yourself to fit that role. And you lose a lot of friends because of that. It's why it pays just to be you. Because the moment you're chasing up a social ladder that can only be done either the natural way of showing what you got without showing off too much, or you're going to show off as much as you can and kiss ass, you are certainly going to lose yourself in the process. Which is why, to kiss ass or not to kiss ass, that is the ultimate question. We'll certainly tell you this. It's not worth it in the end. You're best doing the least amount of kiss-assing in your life, even outside of furry. The least amount of kiss-assing you can do will actually benefit you as a person to be true to yourself. And be true to what you can do to get that recognition. Not just your talents and skills, but also what you're willing to do just to get the job done. People will recognize that as being honest to yourself. And I've seen this climb, this social ladder climb, forcibly destroys people. Destroys their personality. They don't become the same person. Or they don't, well, they do become a different person. And often enough, it's hard enough to get their old self back. And even after they discovered their mistake, they're now forced to carry on what they are now. Because they've lost so many friends, so many circles. They know that they can't get that back, even after they realize what they've done. So, it's okay to take it's good to take acknowledge of recognition in life, because we all strive for it. Make sure it is the best you out there when looking for it. Because when you start doing things that you know is not natural, it's best not to continue in that direction. Because it's just not going to help you much. It's only going to make you think, what the hell you've been doing this whole time. So don't be afraid of recognition, but also be aware of what it could possibly do to you. Because this is you you're talking about. You could take you wherever you want in this community, in this world. Make sure you are bringing forth the best you out there, because most people that you're trying to get attention from may not care at all. And the ones that probably do care are the ones who are just like you. And often enough, they're just looking for a friend. There we go. So, take her easy. We'll catch you next time.